Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus, and this week we're going to play Blue-Green Merfolk in Legacy. And this week we also have a guest. We have Pixel Tamer. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Pixel Tamer. I have been playing Merfolk in Legacy for a few years now. Got started in MTGO Merfolk during COVID lockdown, and been trying to make sure the deck is somehow playable despite the various things stacked against us. And like Oko's gone, so like aggro is actually not a complete joke now, and it's great. And I managed to place with Simic Merfolk a couple weeks ago, and here we are gonna iterate on it a bit.
Yeah, Oko being gone is like huge because at first it looked like, oh, well, Oko's a really great reason for us to play Simic, but it turns out, no, Chalice is way more important to us than Oko, and Oko totally undermines Chalice.
Yeah, and all the incident of life gain well, killing all of our lords and just bad stuff.
Yeah, like in the Oko mirrors, like True-Name Nemesis is the only thing in your deck that's not an elk, and then they just play like Plague Engineer, and then it dies.
Yeah, I have seen fewer plague engineers lately, which is kind of nice.
It's surprising. It's still like one of the most played creatures in the format, but if you can manage to dodge it, I think that this is actually pretty strong. And this might be an area where like Simic has an advantage because you're playing with 12 lords now, so you can more safely like play Lord plus True Name and have at least one Lord survive so that your True Name can live.
Plus, single green mana for a 2/2 is good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and this has a lot of applications too, like especially against Death and Taxes because it gets through like Sword of Fire and Ice. It can actually block their guy. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's definitely had relevance against decks that like Pyroblast because surprise, you can't kill it with Pyroblast.
Can like swing through a Thalia when with a Lord backing it up, which is pretty nice too. So, I think the only thing that's kind of rough is that we're going to be a little bit weak to Wasteland with just 4 basics, but even with 4 basics, we still probably have more basics than like half of the decks in this format. So
Probably. And like I actually had a Miracles player bring in back to basics against me last week when I was just playing a league. It was not expected, but it wasn't as backbreaking as I think they hoped it would be because Vial.
yeah, Aether Vial definitely helps a little bit against that stuff. So I think yeah, if you can land Vial in turn one, like it's not as bad if they wasteland you, but like just most of our good cards being 2 mana, it is a little bit painful. So it's rough, but hopefully we can mitigate that also a little bit with Once Upon a Time. So
Yeah, I usually keep something that is one land plus Once Upon a Time, and it's only gone horribly wrong for me on the land count once as a result of that.
yeah, I think that I've played with this card a little bit before Oko got banned. Actually, I think Once Upon a Time has a place in this format.
Yeah, I know Tux was very hot on it some time ago when he was really pushing for Simic.
Yeah, he likes to call it fish oil because it greases the deck.
Yes, he does, and if you're not on the Discord, you're not going to get that without that explanation.
No, so yeah, if you ever hear someone talking about fish oil, it's this card. So it's actually interesting because mono blue, I was playing like some Glasspool mimics in the deck, and I think that was a pretty good strategy with True Name, but you sort of get the same redundancy with Once Upon a Time when it can dig 5 cards deep for True Name. So it's easier to find a second one if you need it. But yeah, also finding lands when you keep like one land plus Once Upon a Time is nice. It's got a lot of good versatility to it. So
Yeah, and it also makes it easier to find our sideboard answers if we can find a relevant creature.
mm-hmm. Which is why you will see over here in the sideboard we have Reclamation Sage, which is now something very strong against decks like Death and Taxes, or I guess even like the Red Prison decks. Like they play a lot of stuff that this is really good to target with it.
Oh yeah, it answers bridge very nicely.
Yes. And the cool thing about this is that even in the face of Blood Moon, you can still tick Aether Vial up to 3 to put this into play. So it's one of the few like green, naturalize effects that you can actually play through Blood Moon without a basic forest. So
Yeah, it also synergizes with Mistbinder because if we really needed to cast it, we don't have a vial, we can name Shaman on Cavern, and it's not a completely useless Cavern after we cast the Sage.
also relevant, Kumena Speaker is a shaman as well. So yeah, we actually have a fair number of these things. Kind of the same way that you have to pay attention with like Brazen Borrower and True Name both being rogues. Like these are both shamans, and so is this. So yeah, maybe Cavern and Shaman's the right thing to do.
I think it'll be totally situational.
There was like one time, I think in the last league, where I was supposed to name Rogue with Cavern, and I totally forgot because it had been so long since I played with True-Name. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Rogue, and so is this. So it comes up once in a while. It's not like a hugely common thing, but yeah, the creature types actually matter. So we don't have Silvergill Adept in here. This is just a 100% pure beef deck. We're not looking to grind things out. We're looking to aggro kill people.
Yeah, exactly. Once Upon a Time kind of fills the role of Silvergill as far as being that thing that finds us stuff.
Yep. And then the other card that we're going to test here is a Skylasher, which is another thing where, we can still play it even through, like, hate with Aether Vial. That also can't be countered, which is awesome, so you don't even need to, like, worry about Cavern with this thing. And it's got protection from blue, and it has reach, so it can kill, or can at least block and or kill stuff like Delver of Secrets and Sprite Dragon.
Yeah, Sprite Dragon is real bad for us since they still get value even out of the cantrips and stuff, even though we have Chalice down.
Yes.
Because those 1/1 counters don't like to go away. And that was the cause of some bad losses for me in recent leagues.
Yeah, and Delver is like something that's always omnipresent in the format, so a card like this to hedge against it is always a reasonable option to bring in. This might also be relevant against maybe the Ninjas deck too, because they also play stuff like Ornithopter to try to attack in. So
yeah, good point.
Having stuff like that was one of the decks that wrecked me last time. So like having stuff that can actually block that would be kind of nice, I think. But like, yeah, the fact that it can kill a flip Delver and like not die is pretty awesome. So hopefully,
yeah. I've been so focused on like how can I hate the Sprite Dragon that I less about like what are the other things I can get as a bonus.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Sprite Dragon yet, but like I know it's been showing up in Modern a lot, so I am not going to be surprised if we see a bunch of it in Legacy. That card is absurdly powerful. It's like much better than what is it, Storm Chaser Mage, which is like the first version of that card.
Yeah, because this has permanent prowess instead of end of turn prowess, basically.
Yeah, absolutely insane. So we're gonna take this into a league, and you'll see how this does. Okay, here we go. We are... Oh, well, see, look, this is one of these hands where I think we're going to keep this with Once Upon a Time, and it's just going to work out for us, right?
Yeah.
So we are on the draw.
Yeah, on the draw blind, I probably keep this. Like, I know we don't have any way to stop a turn 0 combo, but we can also just set up to start beating down and get that turn 2 Chalice, almost certainly.
Yeah, so I think this is safe to keep. Ponder. Alright, so this could be anything. Could even be a boat. They are...
Do we have Boat Walk?
I think we do actually have Boat Walk. It's right here. Oh, see, that's great. I guess we just play the Delta and pass, right? Because we can still cast this at any point later.
Yeah, it's instant. So yeah, I would play the Delta and pass. If we had a speaker, I would probably crack it immediately.
Yes.
But we'd want it Once Upon a Time first, obviously.
Okay, the basic swamp is not making me feel great about my life choices right now.
I'm beginning to suspect Doomsday.
It could be. Maybe it's like a bug deck. Oh no, it's ninjas. Okay. That's not great either. This is 100% the ninja deck. Alright, do we fetch first? I guess we do it first, right? Because...
Yeah, I don't remember the math on it, but I guess there's more lands in the deck if we... I guess we don't need the third land yet, so yeah, might as well fetch first.
Yeah, we're like 100% like cracking this next turn anyway, so we may as well give ourselves a better chance with this now. Let's see.
I don't think they play any hate for non-basics, so we can probably grab a tropical.
Yeah, I agree. Alright. Ooh. It's tempting, but I think... Well, we have 2 lords. I don't know. I guess Lord of Atlantis
We have 3 lords. We can snowball.
Yeah, the Lords are just like the best thing to grab here. I think we're still playing Chalice on 1 probably, since it's...
Yeah. Chalice on 0 to stop the Ornithopters, and Chalice on 1.
That is a very good point. So let's play the 0 first and see what happens. Okay. It's like best. Okay, so that's great. Now we don't have to worry about like Fatal Push. Turns off all the rest of their cantrips. Like Chalice on 1 actually hits them reasonably hard.
I'm so glad Chalice is playable again.
I know, right? Isn't it great? Legacy is a great format when Chalice is playable. This is what keeps all the degenerate nonsense in check. That's not great.
Yeah. I guess, depending how worried we are, we could always let the ninjutsu and then petty theft.
That is possible.
I think I want to start establishing a board first, though.
Yeah, so I think we would go with Mistbinder first, right?
Yeah, it's the weakest lord, and if they do have something for it, then like that's the one I'm most okay to lose.
I doubt that they really have anything because of the Chalice, but just in case they have, like, Drown in the Loch by surprise or something, so it's probably worth this.
Yeah, that's a neat little card. It's kind of neat that it's in Legacy as well.
Well. Alright, what do you got? Infiltrator, that's going to draw them a bunch of cards, right? Yeah. Well, the plus side is that this thing's not going to be able to actually hit us next turn.
Yes. If they get a second Infiltrator off Ninjutsu, though, then it's going to start being a problem.
Yeah, you are 100% correct. It would have been great to have a land here, but I think we just play, like, a Lord in attack.
Yeah, we need to get an Island Walk online and then start putting pressure on.
I don't believe they have any actual Merfolk in their deck, so it's safe to lead with Lord of Atlantis.
Yeah, I don't think they play True-Name.
It'd be a really good card to play in their deck, probably. But we might be able to just race them. That's totally possible. Especially if we draw another land, we can play like 2 Lords next turn. Like, we might be winning that race.
Oh yeah, I love it when we can get a good snowball going.
Alright, do you have more ninjas? Yes, you do. Oh, no, it's another Infiltrator. Well, they already have 7 cards in hand, so, like, the extra cards they're drawing are not helping them that much.
Yeah, I mean, next turn we're swinging for 8, 10 if we manage to draw a land.
And they still don't have an answer to Chalice, it seems, so... Like, they might just be drawing a bunch of Fatal Pushes and, like, Brainstorms that they can't actually cast.
Yeah, let's see what they pitch.
You have to discard at least 1 card here, so... Come on, I guess drawing another Cavern of Souls I think is the best draw this turn.
Yeah.
Every time.
I'll take it. No complaints here.
Alright, Merfolk. And I guess just play Master, right? I don't...
I would drop the Mistbinder, personally.
Yeah.
Just because I want to get it out of the hand. And that way, if something does happen and we need to reestablish Island Walk, we still have the Master.
I don't
like,
know.
I don't have any board wipes, but I'm just being paranoid.
I'm not sure what they could possibly have if they're going to go to 6 life.
Alternatively, we're not going to get lethal this turn. We could save the mana for Petty Theft.
That is also a very reasonable plan. Just put... Yeah. I don't think they'd have anything like Toxic Deluge either, so... And this has to deal actual combat damage, so...
Correct. Well,
yeah.
A ninja has to deal combat damage, but yes.
Yeah, I think they're just dead.
Yeah, they have to have an answer this turn or we win.
Well, the thing is, even if they, like, ninjutsu in the commander one, we can just bounce it and that's fine. That's, like, game over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even Plague Engineer wouldn't be enough.
Right, because we have 2 more lords.
Yeah. Oh, this.
Oh wow, they're going for it.
I don't think that we should block this, actually. Right? Is there any reason to?
I think they're trying to desperately draw cards.
I mean, we could bounce one and block one. That's also an
Yeah,
option.
that's what I'm thinking. I would probably block and see what they do before we bounce.
Okay, I guess we should just bounce this, right?
Oh, they could ninjutsu in response and waste a petty theft.
Okay, well then we'll let them draw one card. I don't think it's gonna matter.
2 because they have the 2 infiltrators.
Yeah, whatever. It's over.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
This is a really great matchup to win game 1 against, because yeah, I think that Plague Engineer is gonna make it very difficult. But
yeah, well, we have that Skylasher we were talking about.
we do have Skylasher, but here's the thing. I don't know if there's a lot of cards in our deck that I actually want to change out. I think these are all really good.
Yeah. Like, the one thing I might think about is Speaker, but we're an aggro mirror match, so I think we just need the pressure.
So the only thing that I would be looking at probably is Dismember, because they do have Engineer, and we probably want to kill that. But I still don't know, actually. Like, maybe we just take out Force of Will.
Yeah, they don't really have anything that's super must answer, do they?
I mean, they play Force of Will themselves, but like, I think I'd rather have Dismember over Force, because if they're gonna force it, like they're gonna 2-for-1 themselves, so that's always fine. I think we just win by being mana efficient and just playing as many things as possible.
Yeah, I'm game for trying it.
I guess we could bring in one Skylasher and just see what happens.
Yeah, we gotta test it at some point.
I don't know. Is there anything else you think that maybe we should? I actually kind of think like all these cards are pretty good. So
yeah, I think we're probably good.
All right, we got the YOLO Skylasher for their Ornithopter. This doesn't look bad. Like, we have Cavern of Souls. We have like Trickster to stop them from attacking.
Yeah, this is a good interaction hand. We've got Dismember, Trickster, 2 lords. Yeah.
I think I'm good with this. If they play like anything in turn 1, we probably just Dismember it. Or even turn 2. If they play like Baleful Strix, I probably Dismember that.
Yeah, because suddenly they have to hardcast their 4-mana creature instead of ninjutsu it in.
Yeah, and again, if they like Force of Will the Dismember, like that's probably fine. Oh, we're definitely Dismembering that.
Do we?
God damn it!
A thought. Do we dismember the Ornithopter, or do we dismember the thing they bring in off of Ornithopter?
That is a good point. We could wait to see.
Yeah.
Well, we could also put. Here's another question: do we keep the Chalice on 0, or do we put the Chalice on 1? Because I think 1 is usually a little bit better.
Yeah, I think 1 is probably better.
The thing is, we're not going to be able to do anything on turn 2, though, if we do that. And the other option is if we play... Well, we could hold it back. So, like, if they ninjutsu the Ornithopter back, like, they won't be able to replay it with the Chalice at 0.
Yeah.
And then we still have Dismember up, and then we even have, like, Trickster later if we need it to play it afterwards. So, I think maybe 0 is not a bad call.
I mean, we can try it.
Alright. I don't think they play Daze in their deck, but maybe it's safe to just pretend they do. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, because now if they want to ninjutsu this thing back, like, it's gone forever. So... and if they don't attack, like, we can just hold up Trickster for it. So they won't be able to ninja. Yeah, save it. Oh, okay, I'm loving this already. Well, I guess we're playing this. We could play this, or we could hold up Trickster. I kind of feel like Trickster is the way to go here.
Agree.
Just because now, again, if they attack, like, we can just Trickster it and block it and kill it.
Yeah. And then we turn 3 True Name, and they have to find an answer quickly.
Well, it's either they have Plague Engineer or they die.
Yeah. Because then turn 4 we play at least one Lord, and we're safe from Plague Engineer.
Okay, Baleful Strix, that's fine. That's something I would very much like to Trickster and kill, but if I Dismember it, that's also okay. They are really saving us. Okay, so I guess maybe this turn what we do is we play like Mistbinder and then hold up Dismember.
Sure. Or we play Mistbinder and drop in the Vial. Or Vial and hold up Trickster.
Yeah, I like this plan better. You gotta build this thing up first. That lets us get to our really good turns. Force of Will. They fucking Force to Will like the most useless card in our hand. That's great.
It means we don't have to pay for life for nothing on the Dismember.
Yeah, I am totally down with this. Alright. Force just seems like such a bad card to keep in against us. Okay, interesting. So, do we want to try to kill off the Baleful Strix and then just Dismember the thing out next turn?
Yeah, let's kill the Strix.
I think
I think it is more annoying for us if they loop that than if they were to loop Ornithopter. They also can't loop Ornithopter.
I guess we're just hoping they don't have like Fatal Push. They do have Fatal Push, that sucks. Alright, well, if they're going to ninja this thing, we're at least going to get to kill whatever they ninjutsu in. No, they don't. Okay, so they have no ninjas in hand. That's interesting.
Why did they keep a hand with no... Damn it.
Oh, well, suddenly it makes sense. We were talking about this. This might be a right-click concede. We're close. Yeah. I don't know. We are basically dead to that. I mean, I guess. Sure.
It's so weird being on the receiving end of Back to Basics.
Maybe if they just don't draw anything for a few turns. Oh, you know what I didn't think about? We could actually bring in Reclamation Sage, because it actually kills, like, a lot of stuff in their deck. It kills this thing, it kills the Back to Basics, it kills the Thopter Foundry, and it kills Ornithopter. Yeah, I think that we're dead.
Yeah, I think we're probably just dead, yeah.
Alright. Maybe they'll show us more cards. What are you going to reveal here? Prismatic Vista, okay. Alright, that's fine. We'll go to game 3. I don't think we're coming back from this. It's going to be many turns before we can even do anything. Alright, so you know what? I actually think we should probably be playing this Reclamation Sage.
Sure.
Let's see. Maybe we cut one... Sorry, I don't even know.
I'm thinking either Speaker or True-Name.
I guess Speaker is fine. We can do this. I would love to play first. This hand looks much better.
It does.
I think we keep it, go Chalice on 0, Chalice on 1.
Yeah, I think we do the Chalice first to try and bait a Force, and then hit Aether Vial.
Yes. Having the basic island to start with is also pretty nice.
Yes.
So let's just hope that they go like Ponder, I guess. Oh, well, that's not great. I think they have to take Chalice here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. I'm still not in a bad spot. Play the Cavern.
Yeah, I think we flash the Trickster on their end step and then start beating down with Island Walk the next turn.
I agree. So I want to tap my lands before they get to 3 mana, so I don't want them to surprise back to basic success and leave us with an island again. They're casting Ponder right now. That's probably good for us. Means they don't have. They might just be like on an Ornithopter hand, and that's why they're doing all this weird nonsense.
Could totally be.
Oh no, that's less than ideal. Well, they're definitely going to ninjutsu with this thing. And this this is a Merfolk, so Lord of Atlantis is relevant to this.
Right. We give it double evasion.
So actually, I think I might Trickster this in their turn so they can't attack.
Let them attack, Trickster it, and then block it.
I don't think it works with this ability. I feel like this is one of the abilities that, because of how layers work, I don't think you can actually do that.
I'll check real quick.
Because I think the same thing happens with like Creeping Tar Pit. Yeah, but this is definitely this is very relevant to know, so.
Not immediately seeing anything. I'll check the layers, I guess.
I have a feeling that it's not going to work the way we want it to. I don't know if it's different because Creeping Tar Pit says it's unblockable. This one just says it can't be blocked, so
I want to say it'll work the way we want to.
All right, we'll try it for science.
Because at the very least, the Merfolk Trickster timestamp would be later than the ability, I think.
Well, we're gonna try it for science.
Yep.
And we'll have 2 creatures to block it with this time, so.
Yep.
Fatal Push is not. They're gonna need like at least 2 pushes to kill it, or to keep this thing alive, hopefully. Okay. Drawing another land was not really great there, but it is what it is. Maybe it's fine because they actually have Underground Sea in play, so back to basics might hurt them a little bit this time. I can't complain about them taking time. We just took all that time in the end step, and they get a chance to do this too.
Yep. they have 17 minutes of clock, and they can do what they want with it.
Yes. Maybe this is revenge. They were just like, yeah, you made me wait, so I'm gonna make you wait.
Maybe, who knows?
of curious. They could just play the actual ninja that lets them draw stuff, right? Or is it like 4 mana?
I think it's CMC 4, or
Okay.
mana value 4, as it's called now.
It's gonna take me so long to get used to that. Okay. They're leading off with Brainstorm. That's still probably fine. That means they don't have what they need yet. Okay. Alright, let's see if it works. Come on. For science! Okay, this isn't going to save it, but at least I'm still going to just put this creature in now, because screw it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have 2 Fatal Pushes? It seems like they might have a second Fatal Push. Which, oh god. It's not good. Well,
If they do, like, that's just something we couldn't have anticipated.
yeah, okay, you have
What the crap?
super good at magic. Alright, well, here we just need to... Where were you when we needed you? In our time of need? Oh, no. Alright.
Might as well smash it down.
Yeah. Seems like it's a little bit late for that. I could... Oh my god. It would have been so great if we could, like, play Chalice in 1 and then Vial in Trickster.
Oh wow, hardcast Eureka. But,
Alright, here. Flip Force of Will. No, Ornithopter. Okay, that's fine.
yeah, Ornithopter's fine.
No. God damn it. Not like this!
Are we listening to the shuffler?
Alright, actually I should turn off auto yields because, we could represent having a creature to block here.
Yeah.
They're just gonna fill their hand back up, like, immediately. I kind of feel like we should tick Aether Vial up to 3, just to make them scared of True-Name Nemesis. Which I don't think we're winning otherwise.
Yeah.
They did flip Force that turn, which was not great. Alright, now I think we die.
We may in fact be dead.
They are drawing 2 cards a turn, dealing us damage with these off the ability, and they also are attacking for 4, and we can't play True Name, and we're gonna draw a land. Oh fuck, we drew True Name. Alright, I think, well yeah, we'll let them kill us, but like, we're fucked.
Yeah. If we can draw on Lord, then we might be able to stabilize.
I think they just attack anyway and just hope they flip another Force of Will, to be honest.
True.
They're gonna ninjutsu back this thing. Oh, cool. They have, oh fuck, 3 triggers off of this. Alright. So they revealed Ornithopter, Polluted Delta, Fatal Push. We know they have an engineer in hand, so it's not great. They have 11 cards in hand. Oh my god. Ridiculous. There's like no way that we're coming back now. This deck is really hard to beat. Like, I think it's just like, I don't know. The last time I played against it, I kind of just got the feeling that it was like damn near impossible for us to beat ninjas. They do like everything that we want to do, except they have removal and Plague Engineer.
Yeah, I guess the only thing they don't have is Vial.
Yeah, and they just make up for that by like drawing a bajillion cards with their creatures.
Yeah, I think we leave it on 2. Because, like, my thought was the one out was Vial and a Lord, cast True Name.
Well, they have 6 damage here, so we're actually dead. Well, that sucked. We had like a good shot, like we won the game one, but yeah,
Yeah,
this match is just terrible, and they played engineer like both times, so I don't know. Like, there's not much we can really do about that, and all these cards like came like one turn too late, and the sequencing really fucked with us. So,
unfortunately.
all right, well, that's all we've got for today. Please give this a thumbs up if you like Legacy, because Legacy, yeah, your thumbs up telling me that you like Legacy is what gets more of this content in here. So, if people love Legacy, we do more of it. All right, that's all we got for today. I will see you tomorrow.